Good day, students! I am Sir Gilbert N. Lahara, your teacher in Physical Education and Health 12. In today's lesson, we are going to discuss about cheer dancing and cheerleading. Before we proceed to our lesson, let me first read our learning objectives. Identify the nature and background of cheer dance. Explain the different elements of cheer dance. And perform a cheer dance routine applying the essential skills in cheer dancing. Is it cheer dancing or cheerleading? Are they just the same or are they just different from each other? Let's find out. Cheer dancing rooted from cheerleading, which is a performance play routine usually dominated by gymnastic skills such as jumps, tumbling skills, lifts and passes, combined with shouting of cheers and yells to lead the crowd to cheer for a certain team during a game or sport. The difference between cheerleading and cheer dancing is that cheerleading has its foundation in gymnastics. And as for cheer dance, its foundation lies in the choreography, where ballet seems to be its foundation. And aside from that, in cheer dancing, it is also the combination of different kinds of dance, just like the modern dance, hip-hop, ballet, contemporary, or even pop dance. Cheer dance is coined from the words cheer and dance. To cheer is to shout out words or phrases that may help motivate and boost the morale of a playing team to perform better during a game. Dance, on the other hand, is a physical activity where one expresses emotions or gestures while performing bodily movements, usually in time with rhythm. What is cheerleading? It is an event consists of cheers and organized routines for sports team motivation, audience entertainment, or competition. In almost all sports activities, you can see beautiful girls and a handful of guys who dress colorfully and do amazing routines to encourage the crowd to cheer for their favorite team. Today, this activity is even considered as a separate competitive sport, and there are various organizations across the globe that regularly hold competitions and exhibitions for cheerleaders. It is no secret that cheerleading originated in the United States, with an estimated 1.5 million Americans participating in high-profile competitions. Although the sport is mostly dominated by females, did you know that it started out as its all-male activity in the late 1800s? With most teams featuring female members today, you cannot quite imagine that men during those times were interested in such an activity. Cheerleading is all began in Princeton University. Records show that as early as 1877, there were organized crowds of students who yelled from the stands using chants and cheers. They created themselves to encourage players at football, rugby, and basketball games. Princeton alumnus Thomas Peebles moved to Minnesota in 1884 and brought the idea of organized crowd cheering to the University of Minnesota. However, it wasn't until the 1890s that the first of the world's cheerleaders was known. Johnny Campbell was recognized as such on November 2, 1898, when he directed a crowd in cheering for the University of Minnesota's football squad. That day was also the official birthday of the organized cheerleading. Then, the University of Minnesota decided to organize a yell leader, a squad that was composed of 6 male students who used Campbell's original cheer. So how did women get involved in this physical activity? How did they get into cheer dancing or cheerleading? Let's find out. Perhaps due to the lack of collegiate sports per women during those times, since sporting events were limited to male athletes, many female students were encouraged to join cheering squads. But for the first 25 years of this sport, male students were the only ones who were allowed to join cheering teams and pep squads. Women began to dominate cheerleading during the 1920s up to the World War II, when most men were sent to serve the army. During this period, cheerleading became something more than chanting and cheering. Cheers became more elaborate and pep squad members introduced various athletic moves, acrobatics, and fight song themed dances to further increase crowd participation during sporting events. Also, various training camps were also organized for those who want to improve their cheering and athletic skills. Today, this fun yet challenging activity is no longer limited to US. In many parts of the world, including Australia, there are dozens of squads, teams, and dance clubs that regularly participate in various local and international events. Even here in the Philippines, we have lots of teams and squads that are participating also in various local and international events. In the early 1980s, cheerleading squads not associated with schools or sports leagues whose main objective was competition began to emerge. The first organization to call themselves All-Stars and go to competitions were the Q94 Rockers from Richmond, Virginia, founded in 1982. Now we're going to discuss about the elements of cheer dance routine. The first one is dance technique. Depending on the competition requirements, various dance techniques may be used in cheer dance competition. Some squads prefer contemporary dance technique, while others incorporate several techniques such as jazz, hip-hop, modern dance, contemporary ballet, and ethnic or folk dance. The second one is elements of cheer. Cheers are coordination of organized words and movements relating to an athletic event. These are used during sports events when play has been stopped on the field or court. The purpose is to draw a unified response from the crowd to highlight their support from the playing field. The third one is the basic gymnastic skills. Cheer dance incorporates gymnastic skills such as jumps and tumblings to add to the thrill of the game and the effect of the routine. Let's proceed with the basic cheer motion. Beginning stance. Feet together, hands down by the side in blades. Cheer stance. Feet more than shoulder, hands down by the side in blades. Clasp. Hand clasp at the chin level, elbows in. Clap. Hands in blades at the chin, elbows in. High five. Arms extended up, forming a V. Relax the shoulder. Low V. Arms extended down, forming a V. Touchdown. Arms extended straight and parallel to each other, fist facing in. Low touchdown. Arms extended straight down and parallel to each other, fist facing in. Bow and arrow. One arm extended to the side with other arm bent at elbow in a half V motion. Overhead clasp. Arms are straight above the head in a clasp and slightly in front of the face. Tabletop. Arms bent at elbow, fists in front of shoulders. Low clasp. Arms extended straight down in a clasp and slightly in front of the body. Punch. One arm extended straight up, one arm on hip, in a fist. L motion. One arm extended to the side with other arm extended in a punch motion. Diagonal. One arm extended in a high V and the other arm extended in a low V. T motion. Both arms extended straight out of the side and parallel to the ground. Relax the shoulders. Hap T. Both arms parallel on the ground and bent at the elbows, face into shoulders. Side lunge. Lead leg bent with knee over the ankle, back leg straight, feet perpendicular to each other. Front lunge. Lead leg bent with knee over the ankle, back leg straight, feet perpendicular to each other. And that's the end of our lesson. I hope you learned from it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.